G'day guys, welcome to the mailbag review for Flemington, the 20th of January.
Interesting day of racing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Overall, it was...
I think we saw some pretty good horses.
Yeah.
For this time of year.
The tempo was very mixed throughout the day, so I think there are some really true races where you can take a lot out of it. And then there was the first race where, as a prime example, we'll get into it, but they crawled along and it's hard to take a lot out of it.
Yeah, you got to just figure out how they started and figure out how they finished, you know. I thought it was a good day's racing. I could have been... Life's good, really good at the moment. I've never been going as good as I'm going, but I backed a horse at 51 or 61 or 51 bucks a camper down that started 15s or something, to run second.
What was its name?
Low level flying. Race 2.
You would have been low level flying if that had got in, that's for sure.
Didn't even watch it actually.
Well, that's actually better though. It's less sick.
On Saturdays I'll just get in the zone wherever I am.
Fair enough.
So Mountie Up Mail, we were in front all day. We had a big crack at last week. I wasn't keen to back much all day really.
It was a tricky day.
We had a decent bet Sohul and two others in that race. We won, and I had a good bet at Flamberge, and no, not Flamberge, the other one.
Amber Sky.
No, the other one. The other Weir's horse. Thermal Current and Invincible Hassan Eagle. How that didn't win. And then had a good bet at Wise Hero, which put us. We were in front till then, and then we'd just finished behind. I'm pretty sure.
The Godolphin stable gets us. But
yeah, for the first time in 6 months. But the mailbag movers is, honest to God, it's unbelievable. I feel like embarrassed talking about it. It's going that well.
Yeah. What was the $12 winner at Ascot?
Thanks to Pistol Pete there.
Oh, he's a gun, isn't he?
He's very, very good. We had another $12 winner on Sunday. We backed the party girl race 2 or 3, I think, at Sale. Yeah. Go and watch that replay. It's the first average ride D Lane's done in 2 months.
Well, you know how cast I was on Sunday. I didn't back either of them, so I've got on to check the results. I'm like, oh, party girls run second. Unlucky. And I said the other one was under 12s. I'm like, crap.
No, we're going good. All right.
I'm quite excited to review this card, actually.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, Drew.
I think there's a lot we can take out of it, and I know I was listening to the Ramp Boys today, and I have to say I get a lot out of what they say on, especially the Week 2 show, where they say there's just some pearlers, and the old 1600 up to 2000. We'll get to that one, but that one's played really true during this meeting. So
well, it always does, almost.
Well, especially when they run
fast,
very, very fast.
Sorts them out. All right, race 1,
you get a 200 to 1 winner.
800 metre race. We had this horse on top in the numbers, but we didn't bet.
Yeah. So can I go on to this and just say I think this is an interesting one, because I'd roll Ace as my bet of the day, right? After Handsome Thief was scratched, who would have absolutely shat him, by the way. Like, seriously. We see where Just Highfalutin came from. It would have been 2 lengths in front of it the whole way, and would just shat him. But
I think if Atlantic City, I'll get there later.
I digress. Willy, I've tagged you in the Racing Victoria's tweet 19 minutes before the race. They put it out 21 minutes before the race. Willy, more forward is the intention in a race where you've only got Shoreham who's maybe leading. And I go, oh shit. Like, straight away I know that I'm in a bit of trouble here with Royal Ace, who's already on the drift. And as soon as Willy's jumped and led, I'm getting $3.40 in the run. And Royal Ace, even though it's sat really well, one back the fence, it's into $3.80. And I'm thinking, who do I want to be on from here?
Yeah.
Willy, who I think's, as good a horse as Royal Ace, is now just going to get the charmed run out front. So I'm backing the crap out of it in play. And that's how you've got to adjust to these type of races where there's questionable speed.
Yeah, well, if you watch the replay though, Craig dug it up.
Oh yeah,
it was a great ride. He won the race.
A tactical genius is what I said.
Mr. Churchill is enormous. And if you remember, I backed Royal Ace and Mr. Churchill a month and a half, 2 months ago at Moonee Valley and didn't collect.
Yeah.
At a much lower race than this. disgusting that I didn't collect.
I think considering the pace, portion controls run really well. I think
Mr. Church was run bigger though.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But I think it's more suited to that. I think portion control, if you run a grinding race, that's what it needs. I think portion control next start, it was much better in the yard this time. I reckon it could improve just a little bit more.
First 4 home, all good in the yard.
Yeah.
They were probably our 4 numbers, weren't they?
Pretty close. Mudarakam's run a poor race from a bit further back. And LeJudge did what LeJudge was kind of, yeah.
Well, just like we called in the preview though, Oliver took it on.
Yeah, he tried.
Saw him at the tennis there last night.
Enjoying himself.
It's a hard life.
Yeah.
Race 2, 2,500. Case bet, another one of Dicko. You were in a severe hole, my man.
Well, at least I get to drink the case bet beers. So
I'm going to go down to my bottle and just organise like a little tab for you. He's a bit slow on the pay.
Oh,
I might turn him over pretty
how
quickly.
How good are my selections? I'm giving you mixed cases at the moment. So
I'm pretty sure, Ross, you know who you are, you're a legend. I'm pretty sure I gave this to Drew via Ross.
I can guarantee
before Christmas.
I can guarantee that they were gone on New Year's Eve.
So you enjoyed them and you backed up.
Yeah, backed up.
There you go, Ross. There's a little endorsement.
Really liked them. Thanks, Ross. And I'm also on the German stuff, the pills. So
German pills.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Gotta watch out for the German pills in Berlin.
Oh.
You go on there on a Friday, end up out Tuesday.
Mate, I can see us one day. Seriously, we're gonna be going to Germany, going to the German derby. We'll be getting on the German pills, I can tell you.
Oh, mate, never touch the Jack and Jills. Never know what's going to happen.
This was a race where I mapped and said, look, I think Goodwood Zodiac's going to lead them along slowly like they did last start. Well, I got that wrong. They've gone ridiculous speed, and the best horse in the race has clearly won it. Your case bet horse, Bintel Badu, who is an absolute grinder, got the exact speed needed and still couldn't win, but let's be fair, last week could be something special. Like,
oh no, it's just, I would have said it in the text. There's the fittest horse there by some way.
Yeah, you had it on top, clearly.
So the fittest horse wins this race.
Yeah. I thought El Haram, who looked horrible, like blowing up, I think, in the yard just mentally, and just a few things wrong. It was sweating all over the front, and
yeah, well, like I said to you,
yeah, it was a really good run third.
It's got very hot, very in its head. It's run well for how it looked and how it paraded. The price horse is a really nice type. It'll probably win a race soon.
What do you think about Goodwood Zodiac's run? Just it needs it slower. Finished 8 lengths, 5th. You had it second in the yard, I think.
Penned.
Yeah.
Penning it. Done.
Yeah. Serenade the Stars is going for a spell. That was just really disappointing, but it wanted slower tempo, I think.
Yeah, which means it's no good at the same time. It's got its level. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, it's very much got its level.
Yeah, this race has exposed a few cats.
Yeah, for sure.
Race 3, 2,000 metres.
So this is the exception to the rule.
This is a seriously impressive horse. What's also very interesting in this race is Cavaliero, who paraded like a skunk, as I mentioned on the show. Bit weird, that race it was coming out of. And pissed in. Was a late scratching on Vet's advice.
Yeah.
What does that mean? We don't know. But
like to speculate?
Yeah, you could. You could really speculate if you wanted to.
So they went really slow here, just so you know. So this is a race where they've gone slow early, and it set it up for the best, I'm not going to say 2,000 metre horse, the really fittest, toughest 1,600 metre horses, which have that really good turn of foot and kick, grinding it out. And guess what? Mahata Metis, I can't say its name, whatever. It's gone 1,600 back to 1,400 up to 2,000. So if they'd gone like a future race coming up, 10 to 15 lengths above benchmark first 600, 800, there's no way that horse.
Do you not think though? Do you not think though? First prep to do that's pretty impressive.
Oh, it's a good horse, but it's also had it run.
It also would just make you feel even more sick if, like me or the mailbag people who get my on-course stuff or the mailbag movers, and we back Levault pretty hard, and that's keen form. This thing's stepped up 600 metres and pissed in.
Yeah.
Like, honest to...
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just having
how Levault lost on Wednesday, doesn't make sense. Civil Disobedience has a little bit more to come. I think it wasn't quite at its top. Gretzky, that's all it's got. Chain of Fools could be followed. Almighty Crown was very good. That's the sort of main one I liked in the race. Almighty Crown. Love the way it travelled in the run.
Yeah.
Really dropped its head. Anything else?
I'd probably just say I think Civil Disobedience is the one that's going to be finding a better run, and it was just luckless the way it laid out. I think you need a different jockey on board.
No, I'm not too sure of it, to be honest. Like you're going to be getting a really short quote every
That's
time.
the problem. That's the real problem. Yeah, I'm just looking at where they all came from in this one.
All right.
They all sat off the speed.
Race 4, 2,000 metres, 3 odds, fillies and mares, 3 odds and up, fillies and mares, benchmark 84, $151 shot. Let's have a, you start talking, I'll tell you what it started on the
This
fair.
is the race where they just went absolutely stupid speed out front, and it was set up for a horse that could stay.
$210 on the fair.
Yep.
Went 200, it went out to 460.
Yeah.
Back in 210, someone got some there. Jesus.
So here's what's happened, right? You've got first and second in lead being So Splendid and Shenandoah. They've just carved each other up out front and had 0 shot, right? You've then got Bonus Dioro going up in distance. You've got Addison, who's questionable at the distance, going up in distance. And
I think this is a bit of a theme of the day, though. You were never really sure. Like we lost on the day just, but I'm quite happy with how we bet.
Yeah.
Like, where do you bet here hard? You just can't.
So I liked Shenandoah as my best value because I thought they'd control the speed, and then So Splendid's kicked up and just completely ruined it for me with Mickey D just, chopping it along.
I think the horse sort of did it for him.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean is I didn't expect that. And then what's happened, obviously, the two country stayers, Stormy Shore and One for Later, who've just outstayed the rest. I mean, One for Later won like a $2 pop, honestly.
It did piss in.
Like, you've seen it, like, travelling at the 300 and going,
I just think
what's this?
The tempo exposed a lot of them. But Addison was $2.32 here.
Yeah,
about,
crazy.
I recall Betfair prices from about 5 minutes in. $2.32 out to $2.48. Like, that's not...
A lot of people had as their best of the day, though, but including the Hayes stable.
Yeah, but,
sure.
but no like real punters. And the Betfair SP shows that. I reckon it's a pretty quiet race.
Yeah, it wasn't a race you could bet hard into, that's for sure. And on reflection, you look at it,
Last week
you go,
drifted as well, though.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is great.
Look, it's one of those tricky races where you just go, on review, you can see how the horse won. When I was reviewing the race, I did not think there was that much speed on in the race. So
I can't see how the horse won.
Yeah.
It disgusts me.
Yeah, it does disgust me as well. I still think it's gone 4 lengths better than its personal best. And then the others have gone 3-4 lengths below their best and not stayed the distance.
Oh, well. Race 5, 1,600 metres, benchmark 70.
Well, this is one where you could clearly see the winner from form. I mean,
Now, if my man love for the Chop King Jr. could get bigger, it would.
yeah.
Just watch how he rides this thing.
What,
Oh, no, it's not the Chop King.
I was going to say it wasn't Choppy.
Ah, that's right.
This is Turner.
Chop King did the other one.
Yeah.
Watch his ride here.
Yeah.
It's elite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
This is Jordan
casually-
Turner, is it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
He was like potentially going to get blocked for a run,
Yeah.
and he just eased it out, but didn't.
Smash
Sometimes they'll like push him out and go because they've pushed out.
Yeah, they'll smash
He
it out.
just went out and said, "No, I've got my line here, buddy. You stay out there."
Yeah.
And just took his time. Oh, God, it's a good ride.
I think
Great
this,
ride, Jordan Turner.
I think this is a really good horse as well. It's just been going. Its last start run against the bias, put the writing on the wall. I said in the preview, only 2 horses I think can win this, Krusty and So Bull. Krusty's from too far back still run a decent race.
Decent race.
Beaten a limp.
I reckon it's the run of the race.
Yeah, beaten a limp. It was a good run.
Severe Black Book or Krusty.
Yeah, they're the 2 class horses of the race. There's no doubt.
I don't know if you can.
Aurum Spirit was a damn
Gang
good
Zoo,
ride.
I love from the yard as well.
Yeah,
I don't think you can make even like any sort of call on the run. Just sort of ignore it. He never sort of got out.
That's that horse. So that horse gets no luck a lot of the time.
Mm.
That's how they ride it. They have to ride it that way as well. It's a really tricky horse to ride. They'd have to go inside runners because I think if they go outside, it just stops racing.
Yeah, no, I thought it was... I'm not sacking it.
Yeah.
How's Aura Spirit? So, Aura Spirit SP 70s on the fair. Look at its ranking on my stuff, 4th.
Yeah.
But I most of the time, pen horses sort of 55 is about my limit on Betfair.
Yeah, I could with a Griffiths runner.
You've got to respect the fair a bit. If I just gave out my sheet, someone might have had a real fill up each way here.
A nice little Quinella.
I didn't back it, but I saw it coming and I was like, we're on So Hall.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, if this thing nuts us,
no, it was
I am just going to straight to the West Gate. It flew.
Yeah. It's going well. Which is surprising. That stable hasn't been presenting them all too well at the races, I'd say, but I think they're starting to pick up.
Well, it always prays pretty well though. But anyway, you done there?
Yeah, get onto a good race.
They backed So Hall 820 into 7s.
Yeah. Well, the stable's got to land them. They're good, aren't they?
I don't think the stable backed it. It's too late for the stable. Stable gets their money on at 9 o'clock normal.
Okay.
Race 6, 1200 metres, benchmark 84. I feel sick about this race.
Once my best bet was scratched, I clearly put Just Highfalutin on top. Best horse in the race.
It's not the best horse in the race. The best run in this race. There's a lot of even types here. It got the perfect run.
It was a long way back though. Like I think
that outside part of the straight, the outside 4 lanes of it was faster, a lot faster than the middle part.
Rock and Gold would disagree on that.
No, it's a thinner race.
Yeah,
I don't understand. There's more horses, so it's another metre or 2 over.
Yeah, the data I've been shown is saying it's not as significant as I first thought as well. So I've just got a query on it.
My eyes. I'm sure of it.
I mean, I thought Manolo Blanc and all those guys who finished in that group who were
that's what I'm
fairly
saying.
beaten, they were right in it until about the 50 metres.
There's like
and
a
then
patch
they hit a wall.
hit. It's not a wall. The grass is it's grass. It's outside.
Yeah. I do think they were still outside of that good area.
I think they were balls deep right in the middle of it.
No, I mean, sorry, they're outside of the good area.
Yeah.
Manalo definitely, because that was widest.
I'm convinced Manalo would have won if it had...
Eden Sheriff.
If it had the same run as Just Highfalutin sort of thing. And if you watch the start of the race, it's just what happens. Ben Thompson, he's still learning. D Lane on Atlantic City, they start barrier 1 and 2.
Yeah.
D Lane snicks, gets to the right spot.
Correct, yeah.
Doesn't get all the luck. Probably if it gets luck, wins.
Yeah, probably.
But it gets the horse into the fast part of the straight. I asked Choppy on the way back. I said, how much faster is the outside than the inside? It's heaps.
Yeah. Look,
how much faster is the outside than the middle?
I've had someone who's
that's coming from the best
track, say two.
The best track walker in the game is his boss.
Yeah. Manalo definitely no cover throughout the race either. It was travelling really well and then just hit the wall.
Leodoro ready to win?
Well, it had concussion plates on or something like that, which was an instant turn off for me. So it's run a really good race.
I think it's ready to win.
Yeah. Sabotage surprised a bit, decent race.
Yeah, I don't
Murphy's Reward, as we said, needs to go back.
Give everything away, Drew, but I thought Sabotage and Taikyoto, they're the two sort of roughies that are sneaky little runs here that'll be winning soon.
Taikyoto, when they take it back in class, it won't be a roughie, trust me, they find it after that first up run.
I thought those two were very nice runs in this race.
Yeah.
And Leodoro. Atlantic City, it's not going to train off. It's a big gross thing.
Cav's got it going, right? And you got to remember with Cav,
no, I think
how many horses do you have? How many horses does he have?
2?
Let's say like 5, right?
Not many.
So he'll at least be giving it all the attention he can possible from here on out.
I wonder what it's like for blokes like him buying horses at the sales.
Well, it's interesting when you look at the strategy he did compared to Danny O'Brien. He kind of shut down, where Danny O'Brien almost doubled down.
He's minted.
Yeah.
crying poor and he's tweeting photos of him and his missus in Italy.
He's going alright, isn't he?
Yeah, she's alright too. And
That's what I mean.
that's what, yeah. Righto, back to it. Race 7, the English Dash.
I think there's a really good horse coming out of this going towards the Guineas that I'd be looking at the futures odds for.
Alright, do you want to go first or do you want me to? I've got a bid here.
100%. Tell us how that one presented.
It's similar to... It presented better to the normal...
Than last start.
Yet I bet you it ran.
Yeah, beaten 4.5 lengths, 8th.
Now you want to talk about disgusting...
It was $10 at
do you want
$30.
to talk about the great game?
Yeah.
So, the Mailbag Movers product, doing my form this morning, bit last night, found one. Things run 5th or 4th to Rod and Todd.
Yep. So good form lines.
It's got as good a benchmark, puntingform.com.au, as anything in this race. Race 3 or something tomorrow at Terrain.
Yeah.
So Rod and Todd's run 4th here to Nature Strip, who you're saying you're almost back against Red Zell.
I wouldn't back, but I think it would be competitive.
Anyway, you get my point.
It'd be competitive.
Now we're at Terrain Race 3. They've opened this thing at $51.
Ugh.
So
Unloaded.
I've sent the text out to the 20, or there's 19 on board. There's actually a spot available.
Yep.
Sent the text out. I bet 5 minutes later it's in the like 30s. An hour later it's in the 21s. It's gone to 11s. They scratched it. Can you fucking believe it?
Probably going around Friday, Saturday.
No, I've checked Riser. It's not nommed anywhere.
Ugh. It's
I
even
don't know
worse.
if the bloke who owns it works at Bet365 or something. He's got a share in the joint. Oh,
Got
my
Todd Narbles, we've got a
God.
scratch.
Oh, it's just like, fuck. Anyway.
It happens. So what do you like out of this race? I thought it was a game
I
win.
think you can totally forgive and follow Overshare.
Yeah.
It paraded horrible, well not horrible, but it paraded with lots of upside. It is down the same part of the track that I'm totally very forgiving on, that part of the straight.
You remember I had that as a place bet?
Yeah,
and I instantly just said, I'm not putting
Yeah.
my place bet on this from barrier 1.
I really like Ultra Smart. See Me Exceed
Yeah, it's
as
a
a
good
type.
horse. Yeah.
Forgive that run. Sort of never got out. I think it wants more room.
It'll do stuff, that's for sure. I
really
agree on
think
that.
you can follow See Me Exceed. Nature Strip speaks for itself. It paraded great, like we said in the message.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone getting our text wants to have 100 or 200 at $1.40,
$1.50,
but
yeah.
I said I think it'll win. Prezado paraded really well. I think Brave Tango is a big run and can be followed.
That's my Guineas horse.
Yeah, there you go. Horses like Fully Maxed and I certainly wouldn't sack him yet.
What do you think of Rosado as a horse? I think that's a really good run first up, considering...
Which one is it?
The one that ran second, Prezado. Like, it SP'd $5, so they obviously know that it's a really good horse, right?
I've marked it almost as good as Nature Strip.
Yeah. I think that is a horse that it'll go into races where Nature Strip's not going to, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think Nature Strip had about 6 lengths up its sleeve, though.
Yeah, it was never gonna...
Well, he rode that thing
beat.
like it was Black Caviar.
Yeah. The time form rating, it was 8 points.
He gave it
lower
like
than
2 or
last
3
start.
cracks with the whip and it went.
Yeah.
Then he throttled it down again.
Yeah. And some horses just generally don't perform as well down the straight. You got to remember in the slow tempos and everything, they didn't go fast.
The way that when he whipped it, it went.
Yeah.
Oh, I think those sort of horses are Caulfield, Moonee Valley types.
Yeah.
You know, cover, out, bang.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you'll be hard pressed.
Whereas
to
like
run that
Prezado was trying to. He was Chris Simonsing the shit out of it.
Yeah. What I like to say is I'd say Nature Strip's very much a it would never get beaten at Sandown, because Sandown very much, you know, the horse Crystal Dreamer. Crystal Dreamer is just the ideal Sandown horse that'll just sit on speed or just lead him around and just keep running really solid fast sectionals, and you're just never going to beat him.
Yep. All right, anything else there, man?
I'd just say it's a really strong form race, and I could follow a lot of these forward. I think it's a, you know, I'd like to hate on English.
I also think though
English races, but it was a good race.
But everyone will know that sort of thing.
Of
Brave
course.
Tango is obvious. So whilst it's a horse to follow, you're going to be getting that price. Whereas like the sort of Sabotage, Takiato,
Yeah, agree on that.
they'll put up a big price for us to attack. Race 8, 1,000 metres. Kensington Stakes. Amber Sky. Let's have a little look at this. So
Speaking of horses going
480 opened to 720, 860, 920, 960, and jumped at $9.80.
It's like they knew it was going to bleed.
How do they know it's going to bleed?
And also it had like some other issue as well.
It was a bit fat, but it was a big,
Yeah.
bullish, like Terra
It
Vista
trialled
type.
really well.
There's
That's
a
the
big
issue.
type, like I said in the text. Don't think it's right, but you could see it pissing in.
Yeah.
They're just being too big and good.
That's it. Like, I'm pretty sure that horse won at Maydan the sprint. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that one had travelled and they'd won. So it's a serious horse.
We're going to disagree on this race a bit with the horses that was the most unlucky, but that's just purely both of us talking through a kick, probably.
100%. I mean...
You're going to be a Flamberge man, which I think can be severely black booked. It was an enormous run. It has more to come fitness-wise.
That horse has been ridden incorrectly as well. That horse is a horse that should be much further closer to the speed as well.
Yeah, but it's 960 out of 1050 on the fair. It wasn't tied down at all in the yard. I don't think they cared. I don't think they were trying to win.
No. So you got to remember with this horse, the clear instructions for this horse is we are going to retire this horse if it's not wanting to race.
It wants to race.
Exactly, it wants to race, but that's like...
Doesn't mean they're fired up to win first up.
It'd have been going it with Amber Sky back at home. Shut up.
Which doesn't mean shit, because Amber Sky went backwards and shit itself. But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I think Flamberge will win a race pretty soon.
Don't get me wrong, I think Thermal Current was equally unlucky. And
Husson Eagle, I can't tell, and I'm not criticising Ben Allen, because the horse gets his head on the side.
Yeah.
I can't tell if he's holding it back or the horse is doing it. I can't tell. But I wish he or the horse or both just went sooner.
Yeah.
Because 5 metres past the line, it's half a length in front.
Oh yeah, it was... You know, Rock and Gold's clearly not the best horse there. It's just had the advantages.
Disgusting to lose to it. Fucking shit.
I mean, Lord of the Skies just ran like an absolute cat. It should have bolted in there. So okay, sorry. Here's something that Robbie Lang said on the, and this is really good insight. When they went into its previous run, they had kept it really fresh, right? So they kept the horse fresh, and this time in they've run it on. Yeah,
it won.
Yep. And then this time in, they've run it on Tuesday around and just, got it really hot up for it. And
doesn't seem smart, does it?
You can't, you hear that pre-race, you go, cool. So
perfect, pen it.
Let's pen it. Exactly. And
that's probably what Betfair did. 660 it opened, out to 7s.
Yeah.
720.
So I wouldn't be dismissing that horse anything.
Saraceno paraded a bit skunkish and...
Well, that was a massive drift, wasn't it?
14s to 24.
Yeah.
Thermal Current, I almost didn't send it out in the numbers, in the bets, because I thought it was about $6 shot when I'm doing the $5.30 into $3.80 on Betfair.
That has to be
one of the biggest goes of the day, I reckon. And I almost just said, this is the torture that is doing the Mounting Yard Mail. This is the main torture that I put myself through every day. Is the zigging and zagging of the bet, of the unit bet. Each race, we've almost had the winner in every race in the numbers, but we've lost on the day betting.
Yeah.
But this is the perfect example. I fucking loved Husson Eagle in the yard, which I hate that sort of horse that needs luck. And there's no money for a pain horse. I don't like that. But the price that Thermal Current was versus the price that Husson Eagle was, I was that close to going 3 units each way or 2 units each way. Husson Eagle. Yeah. And it's a big result for us. Yeah. But instead, I backed it and Thermal Current and done my nuts.
Well, when we were doing the review show as a prime example, I had Flamberge ridden as an each way play, and Amber Sky was maybe going to be a back. I ended up changing my play to Amber Sky and Flamberge as the, back both of them. Now, Flamberge has been unlucky and missed a place, 0.2 lengths, but, it's the same thing.
It is complete and utter torture.
Yeah.
But then again, I woke up at 7 o'clock today, 6 o'clock. I watched 2 games of NFL, a little bit of tennis, been for a walk with Mrs. Had a beautiful lunch, which she cooked. 4 beautiful homemade coffees. Life's fucking good. Yeah. But that's the moment that you just never know what to do. And it's so, you got to be quick.
Yeah, you do. That's the worst part.
That's kind of the torture of it. You know that if you had another like 10 minutes to go over it.
Well, especially this late in the day, they start bringing him out late to the yard just for whatever reason.
Yeah, this race was very late. But as always, anyone who comes on the track, come and say good day and hang out with me all you want. And you watch what happens. Race 8, the second last race, they're always late.
Yeah.
Then the last race, they're always real early. Because they all want to get home.
They want to get home.
It's tough torture.
Speaking of last race.
Race 9, 1400 metres, benchmark 84.
Speaking of torture.
I fucked this up. I texted everyone and said it. I thought that Malay's coat was off. I thought that James Cummings' stable in Melbourne stinks.
But it's been a Sydney horse.
This might be the time it's turning, or is it, just Sydney form?
Well, this horse has come down from
We've got
Sydney.
a question about that later on.
Yeah.
I just penned it.
Okay.
I didn't like the coat. I think it's an enormous run still,
yeah.
which makes me even more sick about how wrong I got it from the yard. But also, I think if they went a little bit quicker for the last, to the 6 to the 4, the 4 to the 2 on Wise Hero, we win.
Yeah.
Wise Hero paraded like a complete and utter fucking moral.
I'm pretty sure they like anchor dropped from like the 8 to the 6 or something like that.
There's 8 to the 6. She went 12, 12-4 or something.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
Which fucking shits me. Dan Zephyr can go and get in the sea. Sentinum.
Oh, this is what I was telling you about.
Sentinum's a black booker, big time.
I reckon they're getting it right. I thought this was... I had something on it 100s, right? And I'm not upset that it's run 5th. I think, yeah, I won't get that price next start, but I think it's one to follow. I think they're finally getting it right. It's been injured and...
Tell you what else makes me sick? You hear all the chat like, oh, Malay is a well-backed Godolphin horse. It's fucking $4 out to 5.
Yeah.
Is that not a drift?
It is a drift.
Wise Hero 335 into 3 started $2.88.
Yep. So what I did
I was already disgusted in that because I was going to get ripped off on the Betfair SP again.
What I did in this race is I backed Wise Hero and saved Malays. That was what I did at home. So everyone who doesn't know, I was sick on the weekend, so I didn't go join Dicko, and I was just...
He's dropping off a bit though, guys, so make sure we sort of get around him and hassle him to get on course a bit more. Well, that's good for him.
I'll be there Friday.
King's Command, Sentinum, they're the two to follow out of this race, in my opinion.
Toy Boy back to 1200. I could back it almost anywhere.
Yeah, he was pretty luckless, I thought, and Simply Splashing is going well, isn't it?
Yeah, just way too far back. I mean, it was never winning from there.
Ran on pretty well.
Yeah, I think that's kind of it. Did you see the, I think there was 4, just in the steward's report, there was 4 jockeys of 9 whips or more.
Don't talk about whips.
Only fines, mate.
2018, we're not talking about whips.
Ah, but did you see the, one of our boys is in a bit of trouble. You'll be happy for this.
Shocking.
No, you're not a fan of this one.
Don't say that.
We don't back him often. Sorry, just getting the steward's report up.
I'll give some horses to
Brandon
follow.
Stockdale.
Oh,
he
which one did he give it to?
No. Supposedly answered his mobile phone twice at Caulfield in the jockey's room. He's then gone into the stewards, and the second charge is, I think it's basically saying that he went in and said that no, he doesn't know about the phone. He didn't have it in his possession. Unaware that the phone was in his bag, and that he became aware of it being in his bag following a missed phone call from his master, who he's then called back, I guess.
Oh, mate, I'm not commenting on that.
He's in a bit of trouble, that's all I got to say.
I'm not commenting on that.
They're in a bit of trouble.
My horses to follow.
And Linda Meach got like 20 meetings or something.
Which ride?
For her whip use back at Gilmore.
Whip use.
No, it was supposedly she's like reached out and like almost like hit someone else's horse or something. It was very strange.
Anyway. Yeah. I got 2 to follow. One from Caulfield on Wednesday, Gravist. I think it's ready to start winning. And Krusty from Flemington.
Bravo Tango. That's the main one. Go Guineas. Have a futures bet. Why not? I would... Actually, no, I won't.
All right. Now, we've had really good amount of feedback for coming and racing a horse with us. Drew's now put a thing up on the website. I will get back to all the people who've emailed me tomorrow. But anyone else who wants to get involved, anyone who watches this, head to the website, fill in the page. What is it?
It just says...
Expressions of
horses,
interest,
yeah.
whatever it's called.
Horses on offer.
You'll be the first ones to find out when we buy one.
Yeah.
And it'll be first in, best dressed. And it'll go quick, I'd imagine, the first one.
Yeah, we've had quite a few expressions, so...
I will be going... You're not going to come, are you? Drew's not coming.
Friday, Saturday.
Oh.
Oh, not up there, no.
I'm heading up to Sydney on Feb 10 for the English Classic sale. So that's where we'll be trying to get one. But we might not get one. Like, it'll just all be about what value and...
Correct. You got to get the right thing at the right price, and you're not paying overs.
Yeah,
especially...
it's the best experience. Like, I've thoroughly enjoyed this year with Hidero, who raced on Sunday. Shinsor, slow away, green around the corner, and Shinsor, which is why he didn't let down.
Yeah.
So very happy with him.
And that's what happens with 2-year-olds. Sometimes they get shin sore.
Yeah, but you got to have a throw at the stumps.
He
wasn't shin sore before the race.
Fair enough.
Week ahead, Drew. What do we got? What are you making me do?
You are going to Ballarat at twilight on Wednesday. You're then backing up at the best joint in the world, Pakenham.
They're opposite sides of Melbourne, aren't they?
Yep. Yeah, very much. Yeah. Then you are off to Moonee Valley. I'll be there Friday.
Good. Full shit, you'll be there.
No, I'll be there for Friday. I'm not guaranteeing Saturday.
I reckon he's $1. You get $2.80 if you're not showing up.
Oh, no.
No. $2.80 for him.
Well, I'm thinking that we probably need to record a second show from Moonee Valley, so that's what I'm thinking. So
stay calm, Drew.
Yeah. Well, because we'll be recording for the Friday and Saturday, I reckon. And then you're back to Caulfield on Saturday. Oh, I might actually make that.
Caulfield Saturday?
Yeah, it's just 5 minutes down the road, so I suppose I can do that.
Yeah, you don't miss many Caulfields.
Well, there's Blue Diamonds previews on that day, and that I'm a massive fan of the Blue Diamond races, so
all right,
I want to see them.
Oh, was that on Saturday?
Yeah,
Awesome.
you see your mate Lone Eagle's been shipped off.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought, better tag you in.
All right, what are you selling that for?
$33 for the 4 meetings, so you get the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which includes a public holiday. So you get.
What's the Friday? Is it a night meeting? Is that Australia Day?
Friday.
Australia Day night meeting.
Yeah, not sure if it's night meeting or day meeting.
Hang on.
We'll figure it out. I think it's day
could be
meeting.
like 17 deep.
Yeah, well, I'll be there. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, there'll be 4 meetings. I'll work. Okay. Anything else? There's 1 spot on the Mailbag Movers if you want to get involved. If you don't, you don't.
Just quickly have a look if there's any questions. Yep.
Quickly now.
Do you prefer punting in this time of year, off-season or carnival time, and how do you think your results compare?
Well, I had a really good carnival, but I normally have a horrible Flemington. But I had a really good Flemington this year. But that, I just chipped away and then had Rekindling Jordan and fat oaks and fat stakes day, really.
I think horses at their absolute peak, though, like on those carnivals, they stood out. Like there are just some horses.
Mate,
it doesn't happen.
It is that much easier backing winners at where am I? Pakenham will be a joke because there's not many horses. Like I was talking to Nick Meredith about it just the other day, yesterday.
Yeah.
Like it's hard doing Melbourne because it's so deep.
Yeah. Very much.
If you go to Sydney or something, there's 8 horses in a race.
Yeah.
That's on a Saturday.
Agree on that, yeah.
So you go out to Wyong or something, there's 3 horses that can win. Just figure out your staking, basically.
Sometimes if that.
But makes you better, a lot better.
Yeah, agree with that.
And you get quicker, but you get better quicker. All right, that's a week ahead. Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it.
All right, guys, hope you have a great week. Bye.
Thanks, guys.